Oh, fuck you! Let me fuck up, dude.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's part of the Halfassed Podcast.
That is Halfassed Podcast. Well, and this is the Halfassed Podcast. So I want to dedicate this podcast to teaching you how to podcast.
Oh,
All
so
right.
they get to listen to this.
Yeah, they get to listen to this. They get to listen to this. First rule of podcasting is realize the audience you're talking to. Okay.
It's a broad spectrum.
It's a broad spectrum. Mostly our audience is, I would like to say they're dumb. They're not. Uh, our audience is hilarious and smart and funny. Our audience is brilliant. I think we have scientists and and world changers. No, I'm lying to you. We don't have none of that.
Did you just say oil changers?
Yeah, oil changers, world changers. I have an accent, pretty thick, Seth Rogen-y accent.
Yeah.
No, we tend, honestly, we tend to have a lot of artists and other podcasters listen to us, but mainly that's what it is. Podcasters listen to podcasters, so I don't listen to any podcast personally.
Yeah, we've found that out. You don't listen
But
to ours.
yeah, but you got to know your audience, right? So ours is roughly between the ages of 18 and 30. All right, a lot of our audience is in California right now. A whole lot of it. Yeah, some of it's in Kansas City, but not much.
Speaking
A lot
of
of our
which,
and a lot of it's on the East Coast. We've got a lot covering the East Coast. What's up?
well, as I say, I just got another subscriber. The guy I was helping work on his car right before this. He's like, what do you got to do? Because I said I got a certain amount of time. I got to be done, and he goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "We're doing the podcast." And he goes, "Oh, what's that about?" And then right before I left, he goes, "Where do I find you?" So I went on, got his phone, found it, subscribed. There you go.
On YouTube, or where did you?
I started him out on the podcast because he just wanted to listen real quick, see what we're about.
Oh, yeah, you had him subscribe to the website?
Not
the
the website,
iTunes?
the iTunes.
Okay.
Because he's got an iPhone too, just like.
Is he got an iPhone too, or also?
No, he's got an iPhone also.
See,
there you go.
Podcasting teaching.
TOO, everybody, not TWO.
He's got a podcast also, not a podcast, an iPhone also,
as well.
See, you got to be careful about this stuff, and that moves on to lesson number 2.
John's gonna have a heyday with this.
Speak clearly, or as clearly as possible. I didn't say. Now, notice I said speak clearly, not enunciate well, because I can't enunciate worth a shit, and a lot of the times my my speech garbles or mumbles.
But yeah, because you get excited about stuff.
Yeah, say what you mean what you say. Always say what you mean. Get right to it. Speak in generalities. I was having problems with that one. See, speak clearly, not enunciate well. All right. So already have in your mind what you're gonna talk about, and give broad strokes. Broad strokes. Like if you were going to describe Winnie the Pooh, you're not going to get fixated on the fact that he has one right hand, right? You're going to say he's a bear who likes honey and lives in the 1,000-acre wood or the 100-acre wood, right?
And his best friend's Christopher Robin.
Well, see, that's getting a little too technical.
Is it?
Yes. That's his best friend, and then people will be arguing, well, his best friend's also Piglet, and he has a friend named Owl, and a friend named Tigger.
Fuck yeah.
The wonderful thing about Tigger is this Tigger's a wonderful thing. All right, so broad strokes, and then when you want to get into specifics, You dive right into the specifics, but you know what the specifics you're talking about. Again, you want to, this is going to be contradictory, but you want to give those specifics broad strokes also. You don't want to dive too deep and you don't want to get lost in your specifics. You want to.
Yeah, you have that problem.
Yeah. You don't want to get lost in it. So you want to just.
You want to be connected to the story, but not.
Yeah. So Christopher Robin is Pooh's best friend, right?
Human.
I don't even know why this is why I picked Winnie the Pooh. Right there. My wife has a Winnie the Pooh notebook, so I'm looking at Winnie the Pooh. I was wondering why I picked Winnie the Pooh, but I'm looking. So Christopher Robin is Winnie the Pooh's best friend, but you don't need to get too caught up in what Christopher Robin does, his birthday, his parents' names, where he actually lives. You just need to say, hey, he's his best friend. He goes out with Pooh every once in a while, hangs out with Rabbit too. Seems to be running the show for the most part because either he's a highly imaginative kid or he's completely 100% batshit crazy, a fucking adult who thinks he's a child. We haven't figured that out. Jury's out on that. So, all right. Lesson number 3. Right? What was 1? I'm asking. I don't even remember what 1 was. What was 1?
1 was shit.
1 was shit. Lesson number 2.
Broad strokes.
Broad strokes. Lesson number 3. What was lesson number 3?
No, number 1 was broad strokes, and number 2 was enunciate, or not enunciate.
Speak clearly.
Speak clearly. And then a side note was broad strokes, not into specific details.
What is number 3?
You haven't gotten to number 3 yet.
Number 3 is pay attention. No, it's not, because I don't do that either. There's no number 3, really. There's just go with the flow. Go with the flow.
Number 3 is they can't see you doing this unless they go to YouTube channel, unless you post this to the YouTube.
Yes, number 3.
And that's another thing is I have problems with talking with my hands.
Well, no, yeah. Number 1 was speak to your audience. Number 2, that's part of speaking to your audience. Number 2 was speak clearly. Say what you mean what you say. Number 3 is don't worry about it. Number 3 is don't worry about it. Basically, go with the flow. Not everything has to be a home run. Not everything has to be knock one out of the park. Sometimes a base hit works just as well. So come into the show knowing what you want to talk about, and let it form from there. Like this show. This show wasn't going to be this show, but you fucked me over the last show by naming people who shouldn't have been named.
Yeah, I apologize.
Yeah. Oh fuck. We're not even. I mean, you're so far down on the favorite list with John now. John's way up there.
So you're gonna get more from Christmas from him.
Well, I better get some more fucking packages to unwrap.
Apparently, no, this is from me.
Yeah.
Because I fucked everything up
all the time, forever.
Then why do you still have me on here?
I don't know. You're sexy. We wanted to latch down the gay crowd.
Yeah, it's just because you want to keep going.
Because
John
like
can't
dudes.
You like going to that.
You're a dude like her.
I don't have my phone, but John openly admitted to that the other day.
Oh, John openly admits to liking a lot of things. Black guys, Hispanic guys. He doesn't like Asian guys. Their dicks aren't big enough.
I thought it was... Okay.
They're good at math. Yeah. They're good at math, but they don't have big dicks. John likes big dicks. John likes the big old dickies. Sometimes.
Pants?
Yeah, he likes big old dicky pants. But yeah, I forgot what we were talking about. Go with the flow. Yeah. Now, there's not much. Know your audience. Go with the flow. Speak clearly. Know what you're going to say. Say what you mean. And I can't stress that enough. If you have trouble, and this is not speaking just to you, this is actually talking. This whole show is actually for the whole audience. If you have trouble and you want to set up a podcast and you have trouble talking about anything, or you don't think that you're interesting enough, or you don't think you're funny enough, well, bullshit. You are. You are funny. You are interesting. You are worth hearing. So just talk. And that's it. Talk. I would suggest not having a co-host who is your best friend or someone you even know well, right? Well, I mean, Ryan and I know each other fairly decent, but that's only because, I've got comfortable with doing this show. And I've got comfortable with, steering the conversation to where it needs to be steered. But when I first started this, I wouldn't have had no idea. I mean, if you listen to our first show to right now, it would sound like two different shows.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's part of coming with. Nobody's a master of anything when they first start.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Been doing this, 2.5 years now? 3 years?
Yeah, coming up on like 120 shows.
So I wouldn't say you're expert, but you've gotten, like you said, you're more comfortable. But
yeah, and that's where it is. I mean, it all lies in the comfortability. I mean, if you don't think that you want to be heard, bullshit. Everybody needs to be heard. Everybody has something to say. Now, is it worth saying? Is it intelligent speak, or is it just fucking dribble that you're? Is it just drivel that you're repeating because you heard it somewhere, or do you actually go and check your facts and go and check your sources, and make it something important? Because if it's anything other than something you've checked and researched yourself, then you're more than allowed to say it, but you're not helping anybody by repeating it. Other than that, man.
Yeah. Well, I guess my problem, which I don't know why I would be nervous, but I'm nervous about it still because I'm still fresh, still new. I mean, the last show had a lot of plays, so that wasn't me on that show, but whatever. I don't know the numbers of the shows that I've been on, how many people heard that. It's like a lot of people out there.
Yeah, we have a lot of people out there. You should be very nervous.
Yeah, but I haven't heard anything back. It's like, who's this guy? This guy sucks. Unless you're not telling me, I don't know.
No. We've had positive reception, but that's the thing with.
That's people just being nice, probably.
All right. Well, okay. Let me put it this way. Vin Diesel has 49 million followers on Facebook. All right.
49 million?
Yeah, roughly 45 maybe. I might be giving him a couple extra fucking million of, 45. But he has, let's say, 45 million followers on Facebook.
Okay.
Right? And you go to any one of his posts, and he only has like 20 or 30,000 liking it. Or he only has 1 million liking it. Where's the other 44 million?
Oh, that's just probably somebody that's like, oh, yeah, I saw Vin Diesel. I like him. I click like, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Or, they scroll past it and they're like, or they don't see it at all. Or,
True.
So you got to think that most of it is lost in the ether, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even though we don't see comments very often regarding how well you're doing, the ones we do see are all positive, right? The ones that and when we do get a negative one, which happens all the fucking time, you got to learn from it, and mostly it's just them telling me I sound like Seth Rogen or how I'm not funny or I'm a joke, and it's usually always directed towards me. So,
well, as John pointed out, that You kind of have that problem of cutting people off and talking a lot. You do quite a bit of talking, but
Oh yeah, I don't shut the fuck up.
that's you. That's who you are. Even outside the podcast, everybody, that's how he is.
Yeah, I don't shut the fuck up. Well, I really don't shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear him.
But that's you though. That's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean,
But you mean what? No one can see you shrug. No one can see you shrug.
I didn't really shrug. I just said I don't know,
Okay.
and shook my head.
Well, no one can see you shake your head.
I know they can't.
You gotta speak. You gotta say it.
They wouldn't have known if you wouldn't have commented on it.
Well, I want to comment on it because I need to comment. I need to be
gotta
able
fill
to
that
walk
quota
out of
up.
here one day. I need to be able to walk out of here one day and say, you know what, Ryan, John, I want to take the day off. I need one of you guys to go all motor mouth on me. All right, go all motor mouth so I know that someone's fucking talking with you two quiet assholes. All right. It's like I'm the one. It's like we're three assholes. I'm the one just fucking constantly farting, and you two are just going all silent but deadly shits on me.
You're just helping the lovers quarrel out even more because you're the kid that's acting out that the mom and dad are just like they're gonna push it underneath the blanket. Like, nope, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, don't fucking take this kid. Yeah, I'm the fucking kid that you guys are fighting on not keeping. You take him. Yeah. No, you take him. You take him. I don't want him. I've had him.
It's your turn.
Yeah, it's your turn. You take this fucking kid.
Yeah, and that's I think what John was talking about this last weekend when I got the news about our special guest that will be on probably soon as he gets back about that one thing he wanted to do. I think we'll be good then.
Yeah, we just and that's part of the reason why I'm having the teaches Ryan how to podcast episode. Boom, boom,
but
boom.
Also, in general, if people listening want to start their own, you said that.
What?
You said if anybody's out there and has thought about wanting to start a podcast, this is not just for you, Ryan.
No, yeah, it's not just for you. Yeah, I didn't know. No. Yeah. No, I didn't understand your sentence completely. I didn't like it. All was all garbled.
Well, that's because I'm from Alabama.
If you want to start a podcast, this is for you to start a podcast too. And please start a fucking podcast. Just don't bug me with listening to it. I don't want to hear your fucking podcast.
Gary won't listen to it, but I probably will. And John, I don't know.
John will listen to anything he's mentioned in. I will also listen to anything you mention me in. If you nominate me for something, I'll probably listen to it more. It seemed to work for Well That Happened podcast. I listen to them frequently because they nominated me for Badass of the Week. So
yeah, you kind of are a badass, but
did you say fat ass or badass?
The world will never know.
God damn, I won't. I kind of want to know now. Fucking Tootsie Roll Tootsie Pops. Coincidentally, it does take 3 legs to get to my center. So did that kind of sicken you out there a little bit? You kind of got a visual, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh, my O face. Oh, it looks like this. Look. I don't even. I try to hide. I try to hide my O face. I really do. Even my fucking wife. Like I turn. She's like, I want to look into your eyes when you come. I'm like, no. I turn my face. I don't want you to see this fucking thing. I look like a fucking box troll or a ginger Jew. I don't. I look like a fucking ginger Jew when I come. So I don't. Like I have no soul and I'll steal your money.
Fucking gingers.
But fuck, man. No, yeah, that was I don't want to give away the guests you got lined up, but because I'm fucked. By the time this show airs, he could already came or he could have fell through. We've had so many guests fall through, so.
Well, I'm hoping he doesn't fall through because I mean, yeah, I know he's been on Conan, but I don't know how long he's been. I need to research more to see how long he's been doing comedy, but I just found him on Pandora right before our July shutdown, and I downloaded one of his stand-ups just to listen to it on the way out to Vegas, and I absolutely loved it. and I just downloaded the other one, and it is hilarious.
Oh yeah, I mean, no, that's
And
the thing about comedy. I mean, they're good, they go. If they're not, they don't. He
and
sounds good. I've heard him. He's funny as shit.
to hear the email, to read that email saying I'm in, that means to me he went and listened to the podcast and realized I will fit in perfect with these guys.
Yeah, and some don't, and that's where we lose a lot of people. You don't know how many fucking people we lose. Like before, I'd get emails to say, "Yeah, I'd like to do it, but we have to talk about this," and I'm like, "No, we talk about what we want to talk about.
I mean,
It could go either way." Yeah, if you've done something stupid and I know about it, I'm gonna ask you about it. You know, if
right.
if you're relatively unknown and you've done something stupid, I'm gonna ask you about it. If you're famous and you've done something stupid, I'm gonna fucking ask you about it.
Right.
You know?
Their status doesn't matter about
Oh,
what they
especially to
did.
me. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care how famous you are or famous you think you are. I don't give a flying fuck. I still got a job. I got a real job I go to. That fucking pays my bills. This fucking thing, is
I thought your wife paid your bills.
What's that?
I said I thought your wife paid your bills because she makes more money than you.
Oh yeah, she does. Yeah. Oh, she does. No, I paid the bills. Apparently, that's where all my check goes, is to the bills. Her check goes to whatever the fuck she wants it to go to. So,
right.
Successful marriage. Cha-ching. Yeah, but I don't give a flying fuck how famous. And that's where I lose a lot of guests. Is they're like, well, you can't have. I'm like, no. I'll talk about what I want, but I also like a lot of our guests are everyday fucking people.
Right, and that's what I think this guy is.
Yeah, and that's what I like is I like the guy who has a full-time job and he's trying to do a website. He's trying to make his own website. I like those people. I like the people who's trying to create their own brand, but they're just getting off the ground. I like supporting those people. I like helping those people. I like showing them off. I like being the fucking guy that says, hey, you know what? I found this really cool, funny fucking website that, it's full of little geeks. And, I like this really cool D&D comic book strip I found, stuff like that, stuff that personally interests me. And they're real small, real salt of the earth people. And I'm speaking of Geeks and Goblins. Go check out Geeks and Goblins.
A comic. What did you post earlier? Comic club. Why don't we do that? That'd be sweet.
A motorcycle comic book club, motorcycle game.
I'd ride around.
Dude, I want to give ourselves.
I would ride around as Batman. Hell yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Give yourselves fucking comic book names. Like I would be the Red Skull because I'm ginger. If there was a ginger Jew, now that I came up with that name, I kind of want to be the ginger Jew.
So you'll be the ginger Jew.
But see, like you call one group is called Hydra and the other group is Shield.
Yes.
So you got essentially it's just one gang, but some people are on the Shield side, some people are on the Hydra side, and the people who are on the bad side have bad guy names. The people who are on the good side have good guy names because not everybody wants to be a bad guy. All right, I'm fine with being the bad guy on the bad guy side. I want to be on the Hydra side.
She's a badass.
I want to be on the Hydra side. I want to be fucking like Loki or fucking Baron Zoloff or not Zoloff. That's a fucking drug. Baron von Strucker.
Antidepressant.
Yeah, Zoloff.
I was saying Strucker.
I want to be Strucker. I want to be I don't know what fucking John's talking about, huh? But I want
Q&A right now.
No, he's sitting here sending me. I'm getting distracted by my phone. Rule number 4: don't get distracted by your phone. Going back to that, but yeah, I want to do that. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be sweet. honestly.
Be the Hulk. Hulk could go either way too. Hulk could be a bad guy. Hulk could be a good guy. You could have the Red Hulk. You could have Hulk. You could have Maestro as a bad guy. You could
So who's
have
Deadpool on?
Deadpool could go either way. I'm going to be Deadpool. I call that.
No.
I called that. I'm Deadpool. Called
You're
it.
the ginger Jew.
I called it, which is Deadpool. Deadpool's a ginger Jew. Called it. I'm Deadpool.
Fine
See?
enough. Well, no, I can't be Batman because both my parents are still alive.
Yeah. Oh, shit. That'd be rough. And that would be a distinction. That's how you fucking pick the names, by how your personality is. Because I'm kind of Deadpoolish. I'm kind of crazy, and I say stupid fucking weird things.
Fuck you. You're the Green Lantern.
I'll take the Green Lantern. Oh, Atrocitus, the Red Lantern, full of rage and hate and anger.
There's your Red Skull. There you go.
I like that one. And you can have like Hal Jordan. You can have Kyle Rayner. You could have Clark Kent. You could you could be Clark Kent. You could be Superman. You kind of country bumpkin-ish who has this kind of lofty moral code.
Bumpkin. What?
You have this like lofty moral code compared to me. Your moral code's a little bit higher than mine.
I have morals. You don't. I have standards.
Yeah, you have higher standards. I have standards. You have high standards.
I wouldn't say I have high standards, but I mean,
Higher standards.
Okay, higher than you.
Higher, yeah. So you have those. We'll talk about this more on another show. How's that?
Right.
That sounds like a good one. So we got the Halfassed Podcast. We got halfassedpodcast.net. We have
Entertain me
Half-Assed Entertainment on Facebook. Not Facebook, on YouTube.
on YouTube.
We got Ray and Gray.
No, it's not Rain. Let me clarify. It's Rang Ray. RANGRAYY.
Rang Ray.
There you go.
Rang Ray at Instagram. We got the Half-Assed Podcast at Instagram. Follow How's Your Robot. That's John. howsyourrobot.com. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Subscribe to us on our website. We need you. We need you. And this is where I'm not joking. This is not funny. We rely
the fourth wall.
Yeah, that we rely word of mouth. 100%. We do not have advertisers. We do not have anybody backing us other than you guys. We are the David. The other podcasts, the bigger podcasts we are going up against are Goliath, and you guys are taking us to the fight to them. You are bringing us up to them. You are our slingshot. You are our way to defeat them. We are not professional comedians, but you are keeping us head to head with these people. Keep it up. Share us, like, comment. We want to hear your feedback. We want to hear the good shows versus the bad shows. We want to hear what you personally think of any topic whatsoever. We need feedback. Feedback. Recommend us to your friends.
And
What
also
else?
tell them go get a shirt. Buy a shirt. I'm wearing ours. I know I wear my shirt every Thursday, but go buy a shirt. I mean,
Buy a shirt.
Don't get any money from it. Where do we get our shirts from?
It's on the website. It's on halfassedpodcast.net. You go to the link that says shirts. We absolutely make nothing from these shirts. We have dropped it down as cheap as we can make it for you. If you bring us a certain number of friends, you get a shirt. I'll give you a shirt. Fuck it.
I was just say, I'll think of a contest for somebody to do something, and I'll buy you a shirt.
You'll buy you a shirt.
It's not even going to be anything like what you got. That many friends or anything. It's going to be something silly, stupid.
Something stupid. Send in a fucking video. I don't give a shit. Do whatever you want. Either way, I can't find my. Trying to shut this thing down. I'm trying to shut this fucking thing down, Ryan. I can't shut this fucking thing down.
And that's why we're the Half-Assed Podcast.
That's why we're the Half-Assed Podcast. Hey, do you know anything about penile discharge?
No.
Well, why
It's
not?
something you might want to talk to your doctor about. And I'm
I
not
don't
a
want to talk
doctor.
to my doctor. I don't want to talk to a guy I don't know about my dick.
So you want to talk to me about your dick?
You're a guy I know.
Yeah, but is it what kind of discharge?